Right. And we are live. So now we can see if the audio is actually going to decide to work. Would be nice if it did. I need to include party audio, that would be helpful. Jesus Christ, I keep forgetting this. Okay, there we go. I hear myself.
Test, test, test. Maybe.
Yes, I hear you. Okay,
Okay, good.
perfect. No issues. That's a first, right? Hello
Hmm?
everyone, welcome to IIRL. This is round 10 for the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix for assist here. Today, there is no snacks, there is no deflated, so it's me and JohnJohn today.
You're getting a bit of everything this season. If you listen to assist here, just a bit of everything.
Yeah, bit all over the place, but yeah. Pace looking good tonight. We'll see probably a little bit of chaos, I would hope. Probably not as much chaos as Realistic Tier was on Thursday, as I'm sure you were
T- t-
aware.
if I speak, I'm in trouble.
It's the FIA, they're gonna fine you. But you know, uh, lots of people on pad at the front, so they're going to be taking a bit of a beating today. There's a couple of people on wheel, namely Socks and Steely and Johnny B. So we shall see what the chaos is going to be tonight. We've got how many people do we have tonight? 16, I believe.
I believe, I think as well, the biggest story I think tonight is the third place man in the championship standings, Nico, is not here tonight.
That
So
is a good point.
that's big for his championship.
100%. That's very interesting as well, because obviously it's English. At one point, Nico was well in the championship lead. I believe he was the championship leader, or championship fight, not championship lead. Brain.
I think he was
um,
leading after Vegas at one point, and then
yeah,
think he's kind of gone downhill a bit since, and now he's
yeah,
not.
because he's missed a couple races. So unfortunate for Nico. However, a bit more chaos for us in the championship fight, shall we say? So
We had a pipe dream of there was a slim chance that we had a five-way title fight for an AT this season. Is likely now,
it's
probably
probably going to be
two now. Maybe it
three.
could be three with Chipmunk
Because
having
Chipmunk
a
is
really good.
rapid, but Cal's been Mr. Consistent throughout the season, finally taking his maiden win last time out in China after the steward's report.
He's done a very good job. He's 15 points ahead, and he's missed a
Mm.
race
That's
as
a good
well.
point. He missed the first round.
He did.
So, hold on. Chat. Hello. Hello, Ethan. Hello, Jack. Hello, Socks. Hello, Snipes. Hello, Money Game. Let's hope I don't hit tab 4 today. Yeah, I would hope so as well. Uh, Johnny B thinks Nico's not here in January either, so essentially that
Oof.
is Nico's season done, which would be unfortunate to see, 100%. But of course, real life takes precedence over sim racing. I think we can both agree on that.
Yep.
Predictions for qualifying and race. Well, it's a sprint today, so we've got 4 predictions on us today. Eddie, yourself?
Um, I think all I'll say is wheel users are winning right now. At least today. At least this week, I should say.
Very true. Very true. So, I think that I think we could see Socks doing very well today. Although based on the practice, Chipmunk isn't even that far behind. So I still think it's going to be quite close. I think Johnny B will be up there. There's been murmurings from Cal that Aiden's going to be doing well this week. But we shall see. Snipes is not in... What, are you not in the lobby yet then? Jack putting himself in top 10 in quali and top 7 in the race. Very confident. I think you can. Whether we'll see it is a different question. Obviously, that requires on you performing in the best way possible, but Ethan's English. Ethan says Sox will get a podium. I would say yes, I agree.
Let's go real quickly over the constructors as well, because that's important as well.
That's
Mercedes with
true.
a very, like, probably about 32-point lead over McLaren. It's a pretty big margin lead. And I think all season Mercedes have been very solid. Aiden and
100%.
Cal.
Yeah,
There is a
with
there could be a
Cal
three-way
being
fight with
basically.
could be a
You
three-way
go.
fight with you could maybe almost say four with McLaren, Williams, Sauber, and RB, all separated by
Yeah,
about 46 points.
I would think so, but then also you've got Josh for VCarb, but he's not been turning up that much recently.
Yeah, and we've let his line come back. We have allowed it. This man has just
Hmm.
gone. I just won't show up, which is worse.
Yeah. Right. Need to get my numbers up. That would be rather helpful. People doing their first laps on the medium tyres. First one out on track is the Red Bull of Sun God. Please come off board with him, please. Okay. Hello? There we go. Right. And we are also seeing the White Bull livery from Jack. I don't think anybody used the White Bull livery on Thursday, did they?
No, because I think Survival Challenge only came out just this Wednesday, so
We saw the Pink Bull
we've seen the
being
RB,
used
the pink RB,
both
yeah.
RBs on Thursday. So will that guy be using it tonight? We can actually have a look now. He is not using the Pink Bull livery, as that is very close between him and Money Game. I was going to say the Money Game of Ferrari. That doesn't make sense. The English is Englishing very well today.
He's taking over the footage role because his English.
I know. I need traction controller with my speaking. It's great. Alex, you all ready for Crimbo? Yes. I'm not going to be at home for Christmas. I'm going to be at my family's. So that's going to be a bit chaotic.
We might have mentioned this is our last race before a 2-week break for
Our last
Christmas
race
and
of
New Year's.
2025. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That is just weird to say. It does just feel weird. I don't know if that's just me.
Not
As
alone there.
we see Sun God comes to the line to start his first lap. Not quite taking all the curb in turn one. Sun God is on the pad, so that is something to watch out for.
Oh, easy. What
Jesus.
has he done there? Is he?
He's clipped the turn 4 ball. I've spectators cursed him.
Oh no. What have you done?
That was some impeccable timing, because I literally said to watch out for, and then 1 second later he hits the wall.
Eddie, let's go on to the next.
The
Let's go to
timing
Jack.
is the timing is impeccable. So Jack is now the first person who will reach the line. Alex saying he's rocking a special Christmas livery. Livery? Hello? No
Helmet?
cars
I'm
have a
guessing
Christmas livery.
helmet.
Christmas helmet. There we go. Get my words out tonight.
I don't know how to feel about it. This is cursed. We have a. It looks like a Hamilton helmet on a Red Bull. That's cursed.
Oh.
That's cursed.
Oh. Oh, that is cursed. And I can't see it because my weird camera settings. I haven't changed them on here. I don't think I've done anything on this account yet, because when I logged into the game, just standard, it gave me all the introduction stuff of the new stuff. I'm just like, what? So I don't think I've actually done anything on this account, which is a bit mad. Jack comes to the line with 29.2 with Rebel livery is so clean though. I agree, that White Bull looks very good as Corgi now goes fastest on 29.0. Next car to the line will be Snipes to start a lap, and then the Sauber of Chipmunk to finish. One of our title contenders. As he puts 1.3 seconds, make that half second on the next car. That is a big way to start the session, as Sox moves 4/10 behind him. You said that Sox would be good today and that Chipmunk might be a bit further behind, but clearly that's not the case.
Let's see, who's next? Johnny B is next. with Aiden just behind him.
With
Good
a bit of
exit from
clear
Johnny
air
V.
in between them as well. Yeah, like you say, good exit. We'll see where this puts him. 27.9 up into P2. 0.13 back from Chipmunk. Aiden to the line. Goes fastest by 0.2. So Cal wasn't wrong so far.
He was not wrong. Steely did invalidate his first lap. That is unfortunate.
And Cal is coming to the line to start now. So therefore, your first driver to the line now will be Snipes. Our race winner from Thursday. What is your favourite livery of all time? Oh my god.
Oof.
Oh.
How
Oh,
to
that's
think
a
about
hard
this one?
question.
How to think about this one? Hold on.
That's so hard. We've got 70 years of liveries. Like, obviously, we're not going to go for ones that are like 1950s. But, like, still. That is Snipes moving up into P4. Next car to the line will be Malboro? No. Malboro's just started, ignore me.
I think it'll be Cal, I think. Maybe.
Potentially. Yes, because that's Johnny B and Aiden in front of him on track, and that's Padge just starting now. Ethan says his favourite was the Renault from 0506. That's a nice livery, but... there's just too many.
Like, this might sound boring, because it was so iconic. I think, honestly, the Vodafone McLaren, like the full chrome McLaren from
Ooh.
2008.
Oh, it's so hard. That's gonna get clipped out of context. As Cal goes up into P1. The pad user's a bit closer than we thought tonight. The next car to the line will be Steely coming into the pit lane now. Having invalidated his first lap, that is Jack comes to line. He's improving by 0.3. He's currently tracking to go ahead of Corgi. Sock says anything by Williams in the James Vowles era or just in general?
Oh, is Padge? Oh. Oh no, he's lost an in-play. He's hit the wall. I actually caught that as well.
As Malboro moves on to P8 on the soft tyres, using the soft very early on in the session. That guy moves up into P1. And that's on a used set of mediums as well. Padge to the line. Has used up all of his deploy. Money Game now goes fast. Is also on a used set of mediums.
I think
so the track is evolving quite quickly then.
I think there's two put multiple blasts of fuel in. So it's actually not a bad idea to do that.
Yeah. It's not something that I've seen commonly used, but if it's working for them, it works for them, so can't really complain. Your next car to the line will be Alex to start a lap. Ethan saying he didn't like the toothpaste livery. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, I was going to say, sucks. We want to be careful with anything by Williams.
I was going to say, that was the 2020 pre-season livery, wasn't it?
We don't talk about anything from, like, 2018 to, like, probably 2021.
Yeah. Well, 2021 didn't look that bad. Was the blue engine cover with the stripes and then hints of yellow every now and again.
I hated the 2020 Ferrari too. Yeah,
it was just very bare bones.
It was a very weird shade of red. It was more like maroon and like Ferrari red.
Yeah, burgundy. Kinda. Yeah, it wasn't the greatest thing in the world.
I will say that
they kind of did a similar thing with the 2021 Ferrari, wasn't it?
I don't know if it was 2020 or 2021. It was. I remember it was at Portimao, or not Portimao. It was oh gosh, what's the other one? The Algarve, I think it is.
That is Portimao. Are you thinking of when Ferrari did a special livery?
Yes, they did like a... Oh my gosh, what track was it?
Mugello.
Yes, that's what it was.
Yeah, because they did the whole car in burgundy for the...
Yeah, but it actually didn't look bad, to be fair. Yeah, that one I didn't mind. That was like burgundy and gold. Like, that actually wasn't too bad.
Yeah. Although, I have liked how that... I have... English. I really can't get my words out today. Dear God. how they've incorporated the black as of recent years has actually been quite nice. I like the 2023 livery. That one was clean. And how they've incorporated the white into one of their special liveries as well, that was nice. I can't remember which one it was. So that's Alex line moves up into P12. Snipes says the Miami V-Carb, the pink ball. Yeah, that was Miami. I mean, it's alright. It's not best looking thing in the world. Also, I like how this is just turned into yap about liveries.
a livery, like contest now.
Yeah. As Money Game made it out of the pits to the start of the lap?
Oh,
I don't think he's getting to
I
the
think he's
line.
left this too late. He's gonna have to push from those tires, which is not going to be the most ideal.
Still in the pits right now are Money Game and Padge, of course. Sungod has retired from this session, so that is Padge done.
He's hit the wall on turn 2. Exit the pit lane. He knows he's in a hurry now. I think he's gonna miss the line. He's left this too late.
I think he'll be very close. Keep an eye on when he gets to sector 1. Because you'll need about 50 seconds odd. Or just over, as Corgi on a lap now. First man to the line.
About 52 seconds left as he's crossed ended sector 1.
Oh, it'll be very, very close. Oh, but the thing is as well, he's not going to be able to use any battery, otherwise he's not going to have any to start his lap. So Corgi is 4/10 up on his lap time right now. So yeah, that'll be close for one of the people who's at the front of assist here on pace right now. So, already a bit of jeopardy in this weekend session. As he's got 20 seconds to get to the line, I don't think he's going to make it. Corgi still 4/10 up. I don't believe he's improved on his second sector.
No, he's missed it. He's slowed down. He's missed it.
Yeah. No. That is poor luck from one of the race-winning contenders. Currently on pole position for the sprint. But that is the highest that he will be, and that is his best lap time that he can get in this session. Corgi coming towards the line now. So 28.2 moves up into P9. His teammate Steely will be next to the line. Invalidated his first lap.
Snipes almost invalidated. He's 6/10 up.
That's crazy. 6/10 up would put him just ahead of Money Game, I believe. As Steely comes towards the line. Has kept this lap valid, so we'll see where this can put him. 27.8 moves up into P6. Snipes next to the line, one of the favourites for pole, moves it up into P3, Chipmunk next to the line, 27.1 on to provisional pole position. Jack next to the line, has invalidated his lap time, it's a 27.9 for Jack. Johnny B next to the line, 26.9, steals that pole position away from Chipmunk. That is Cal's gone into the pit lane.
Oh.
That guy comes towards the line, 27.0 moves up onto the front row, Aiden to the line, takes away pole position from Johnny B. By about 2/10.
Slipstream only P6
only
for Socks.
P6. Marlboro next to the line. Wasn't improving, does improve. Just Alex next to the line comes into the pit lane, and that is your session done. So Aiden takes his first pole in any format, I believe.
What a top 3. Aiden, Johnny, and that guy. No, the closest
that is not something
contender,
we would be expecting.
The top 3. Or will be after this race in the championship. Chipmunk's P4, Socks is P6, Cal is P8.
That's still in the points, but only just. But wow, what a crazy qualifying session. We haven't even got that far into the race weekend yet.
I think, honestly, if you're Money Game, who missed the line, it could have been worse. He's only 100%. P5.
Would be very happy with P5 having missed the line, and that would be on his medium lap as well. Used medium lap, bear in mind. So that is your grid for now. Aiden, Johnny B, that guy, Chipmunk, Money Game, Socks, Snipes, Cal, Steely, Corgi, Malbro, Jack, Deton, Alex, Padge, and Sungod not setting a lap time. And now we move on to our yap before the sprint. But yes, we can still talk liveries.
Yeah, a bit.
Just for a bit while we wait for the sprint. Uh, hold chat. Money Game says my stupid teammate. I don't. Maybe
Oh
maybe
dear.
Money Game got held in the pits,
Maybe.
which could make sense. But yeah, very tight qualifying session. Hello, Rids. How are you? I was genuinely about to go into the race director there for a second. I'm too used to being second streamer on Sundays. This feels weird. Oh God.
Well said. In the sprint, at least, we've seen a mixture of what people want to start on. We've seen mediums, we've seen hards.
Yeah. I mean, on Tuesday it was a little bit mental because obviously we had the daytime sprint,
Yeah, we
which
had a not
first
planned
of all
daytime
looked
sprint.
weird.
It's very weird.
Uh, but I mean, we only saw one person do it on Thursday, didn't we? In realistic,
Uh, I can't remember now.
off to the stream from Thursday, maybe. um, Snipe says he was too late to get hearts for the sprint, so he's oh. So instead of
Oh,
having
so he'll have a
mediums and
balance.
hards, he has softs
Yeah,
and mediums.
yeah, so have to go
Oh,
mediums.
that does limit him quite a decent amount, I would
It's actually the
say.
whole weekend because he won't have two hards for the race either. If there's a early
Yeah,
safety car.
that's very true. Well, obviously it depends on what tires he starts on, because as we saw, he started on hards on Thursday, and that got him the race win. So, maybe some people will be taking inspiration from that strategy tonight. Yeah.
The thing I'll bring up as well, because I think definitely Tuesday was a big discussion as well. Um, wings here. It's
Oh,
just weird. They're all over the
yes.
place.
I mean, we don't discuss my wings, because my wings were just stupid.
But it worked. It worked.
This is very true, although I don't even understand how. I was losing hand over fist in a straight line, I still managed to hold on, which I don't quite understand. But definitely something to keep an eye on is, well, that is something to keep an eye on actually, because wing levels will matter quite a lot here. Your race management is probably quite reliant on it overall. I think obviously higher wings you'll be able to manage your tyres better, but I think low wings are going to be better for overall race management because you can save your battery better, you'll be better positioned to go for a move. But overall, there isn't really like one set wing level that's going to be like far and away the best. So
Yeah, and with ERS here as well, it's like even with the low wings, it's like you need to manage it pretty well because it is kind of difficult to get it back in some way. Because
uh
everything's high speed.
ish. I mean I tried breaking away in the early laps on Tuesday after what was for some reason an incredible start. Um and I just couldn't break away properly. All the time that I gained in Sector 1, I just lose in Sectors 2 and 3. So I think if you have, like, incredibly lower wings, and you're not losing out that much, English, too much time in the first sector, you'll be able to quite easily get that back. But we shall wait and see. Back into the Twitch chat we go. Nothing in the chat. Sag.
I think everyone's either already on holiday or they're locking in for this race. It's either one.
Oh,
There's no in
100%.
between.
Some people need it, some people be just trying to chill out for a little bit. But, yeah, just in general, quite an interesting grid, to be fair. Not even just looking at, oh my god! Not even just looking at the top three. A bit of a mix-up overall. Obviously, Snipes getting himself in the mix on pace. Cal, our championship leader, down in P8. Corgi up into the top 10. Padge down at the back after showing some incredible race pace on Thursday, getting himself up into, I believe, was it the top 4 by the end of the race?
So,
which is crazy from the fact that Padge normally doesn't do qualifying. As we are getting to the grid now. And now I need to bring up the numbers. Oh, I see. Interesting. That's a much bigger split than I thought we'd see. So
I agree.
Johnny B might be in prime position to get this one. Because we've seen hards and mediums have kind of equal pace throughout sprints, really, this week. I mean, on Tuesday we saw that the mediums didn't really have that much fall off, and on Thursday we only saw one person use them, so... definitely interesting. We'll have to wait and see how that pays off. But I think that one person we'll need to keep an eye on is Johnny B, and potentially Snipes and Cal as well.
Yes. Gee, Snipes almost hit the back of Sox.
For some reason, I'm seeing Johnny B have a massive lockup all the way through turn 13.
I think the only thing the hard runners might have an advantage here is at probably the last 2 laps. Because those mediums they don't really fall off, they kind of just lose a bit of pace to the hards at the very end.
Yeah, ish. I mean, like I said, on Tuesday it wasn't even that bad. Yeah,
Once again,
saw that was a big close.
Yeah, like in money game almost hitting each other.
Yeah, we shall see how this plays out. I think it could be actually quite chaotic as well, because obviously the hards don't have that much warm-up temperature as we are going rather slowly towards the grid. As I am going to quickly double-check.
As Money Game in the chat has said, he's probably told himself and into the chat, don't hit the wall. Just don't hit the wall.
That would be ideal. Just a bit.
To be fair, anything can happen. I gotta put him in the actual race. Yeah, fair. Fair. Oh, is that guy? That's not what you want to do.
As there's Padge as well, getting put further back in his grid box. As we look towards the lights, Johnny B with an incredibly aggressive angle, Aiden leading away from his first sprint pole position. Lights out, and we're underway for assist here. It's a good start from Aiden. He's holding the lead. Johnny B on the mediums, taking the inside. That's Chipmunk trying to find a move. That's that guy who's been spun around. That guy's been collected, and he's retired from the race. Johnny B and Aiden go side by side into turn 4. They've somehow made it work through there, as JohnJohn has disconnected. That is SunGod who's gone round as well. It's a bit of a mental start. We'll stay on board. I'm going to hope that JohnJohn could get back in. Chipmunk has... Oh, you are here. Hello.
My game froze.
Aiden's gone off again. And Aiden has now lost out to Chipmunk as well. It's under currently attack from Money Games. That's Snipes who's dropping a lot of places down to P13. The medium run, as that is Chipmunk already going for an attack on Johnny B. They're going to go side by side into the high-speed chicane in the middle sector. And now Chipmunk's going to be under pressure again from Aiden. Already it's a frantic first lap, and we've not even got to Sector 3 yet. Johnny B leading away on the medium tyres. Chipmunk going very wide through the S's, maybe have collected a little bit of the curb. And Aiden is going to be pressurising the Sauber in towards the final corner. That's Money Game on the inside. They're going to be 3 wide. Aiden's gone round. And has been collected by what looks to be Steely or Jack. As that is just an all over the place first lap. Chipmunk looking around the outside of turn 1. Money Game now looking around the inside to get a switch back on Johnny B. And does get it done. That's Jack who's gone into the pit lane. Aiden and that guy, 2 of the top 3, have retired from this race. Jack's now retired as well. What a chaotic start to this sprint.
I just have the stream POV. That's unbelievable.
That is insane. There's a 1.2 second gap between Socks and Steely. Just going to quickly check everybody's front wings. Everyone seems to be okay. That's Cal who has damage on the front right. He's still gained a place. Deaton making a mega start up to P7 from P13 on the grid. Steely as well making a good start from P9 up to P5. Malbro's gained a couple places as well as Corgi. Padge gaining a few from P15 up into the points in P10. Alex is P11. He's going to be in a bit of a no man's land. 2.3 seconds off of Padge and about 10 seconds ahead of that is now Snipes getting past Tim. As we go back to the lead fight, this will be Money Game pressurising Chipmunk again. These two fought it out for the win in China. We'll see whether they can put on the same action as in that race in this sprint. Already Chipmunk moving early to defend.
Keep an eye on Johnny behind. He's almost lost DRS as well.
As if he pulls this off, that'd be an incredible move. Absolutely sends it around the outside, does Money Game. Is still there for turn 4. Chipmunk moves across, and that is the position held for Chipmunk. And as you say that Johnny B has almost lost DRS, he's now gained 7 tenths back in. So we shall see how that still plays out. Chipmunk just going off a little bit there slightly. I'm not sure whether that was a warning or not. But already absolute chaos in this sprint. Oh, hello. Lots of chat. There's a deflated wee in the chat. Was also Steely finding himself just about out of DRS, but he's very close to getting it now. And does have it, and will have it for the straights in Sector 3, as almost goes off and picks up a warning. As he's now lost that time again. That is Sox pressurising Johnny B. One of the championship leaders looking to take advantage while his championship rivals are taking a bit of a beating in this race. As we look to the fight for the lead again. Sun God picking up a 3-second time penalty for track limits. Money Game looks to the outside again. Just about has his front axle ahead into turn 2. They bang wheels. Sock's looking to the outside on Johnny B. Chipmunk's going to keep his nose in. As they're going to go side by side through turn 4. Money Game has to go off and take avoiding action. Going to be side by side through the S's. This on controller as well is just painful, as there's a little bit of contact, but Money Game has to pull in behind. As he might already be going for it in turn 13. Looks to the outside. They're both going to be out of battery. And just about has to tuck in behind. Looks to potentially get a switch back. That is Qualy getting a 3-second penalty. I'm going to be losing my voice by the end of this, I swear to God. As he looks which way in the other.
No, not that. Oh my goodness.
Can't quite get it done. Snipes has damage because somebody spun in front of him, he's saying in the chat. I think you might want to focus on driving. As that is Deton dropping a couple places. He must have made a mistake. They're going to go side by side through the high-speed chicane. And now Johnny B's going to try and get involved. And now Sox is going to be getting a brilliant run. He's got past Johnny B. He could potentially have an attack on Money Game as well. They're going to be 3 wide into the final corner. That was an incredible shot.
Oh!
Sox getting the mid-corner speed, but not quite getting the exit. As... might be in a bit of trouble for that one.
Those two might be in trouble now.
There's a spinner at the final corner. That is Deton. So Alex now up into the points-paying positions in the sprint. Money Game just about getting it. This is an epic battle. Going to be side by side through turn 4. Chipmunk again holding the inside. Money Game has to back out. That could allow Sox, but no, doesn't get ahead. Get alongside enough. That is Snipes who's retired from this session as well. My word. As Deton goes in for a set of softs, those are not making the end. But Jesus, it's action left, right and centre no matter where you look. Cal's still holding on to the back of this train with his damage, along with Steely on those hard tyres. Money Game, if he wants to win this race, he has to try something unusual. Also, I'm sorry that I'm not giving you a chance to speak, but Jesus, there's just so much action.
I'm going off the stream POV, so that's all I have right now.
Oh my word!
And it's great.
Almost tried it again into the high-speed chicane. Do you want an invite back? Well,
just joining now.
While we're on straight. Okay, that's good. Make sure you click spectate instead of join, otherwise we could be seeing you on the grids.
Let's not do that. On a pad, by the way. Let's not do that.
Oh, even more painful. Sock's not quite getting the exit there to have an attack. But Chipmunk is defending this with all that he has. Chipmunk moves again to the inside. Money Game has to look to the outside. That was a bit of a late move there. There's more contact in the middle of turn 2. It's just the same dance as Money Game tries to look to the inside, but Chipmunk covers it off late again. There's so many just late reactionary moves. It's not quite the racing you want to see.
It's just really because Money Game, he's on pad, and Padge just...
They both are.
They both are. Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah. Chipmunk fakes to the inside again. But just... wow. As that is Padge getting past Corgi for P8.
It just Chipmunk needs to be a bit... He's on the limit with the defending and the weaving. He needs to be a bit careful. Oh, he's at the wall.
But be careful you don't rip off your tyre as well. At the rate that it's going. If they keep going side by side into turn 4, somebody's going to get their wheel ripped off.
Yes. Oh, he's almost lost it.
Big slide through the high-speed chicane. Money Game not quite close enough to shape for a move. Sox 4/10 back from Money Game.
He thought about it. But
yeah, like I say, if he wants to get this move, he needs to try something unorthodox. But Chipmunk keeps holding the inside so well and so early on. Money Game fakes to the left, goes to the inside.
Oh.
There's a bit of contact. This could allow Sox to go through their wheel locking.
Money the wall. Oh!
That looks like a bit of lag.
How have they gone away?
Money Game now has the inside for turn 4. Chipmunk now goes off track.
Sox
Money Game
behind. Johnny's through.
Trying to force his way ahead. There's contact and that's Chipmunk off. Chipmunk's retired.
Oh no.
That was always going to end in chaos. So if you're asking for it to go side by side in the middle sector, but they've been banging and barging all race long, and it finally happened. They've come together, and that is Chipmunk who's out of the race.
Unfortunately, I didn't catch. I was so focused on Johnny and
that was on
side
stream.
by side.
I just saw, literally, all I saw was Money Game jumping around a bit because of his lag, which you could tell from turn 2 and turn 3. And then all I saw was just Chipmunk pinging off to the left towards the wall. And unfortunately, that has resulted in him being out of the race.
We both know
there are no words. There are no words. That is one of your title contenders out of this race.
Okay, Chipmunk. I get the frustration, but don't get out of control.
Hmm.
But anyway, 2 laps to go in this very wild sprint. The
Money
Steelers will
game
once again
now.
have a lot to
Oh,
do.
I'm so glad I'm not shooting this week.
As Johnny with the grip,
With a great exit off of turn 2, he's going to have the outside. Money game pulls in for
brilliant.
turn 4. That's some good racing between them there. And that will mean that Johnny B on the mediums, by the way, is now up into the lead of this sprint. Corgi picks up his second
Oh, it's
track
Money Game
limits.
going
That is
way
Money
off.
Game going off. That's an interesting line. You don't want to be going out there. But already, it's just, this is going to be just insane. This race is going to be insane.
This is just the sprint. We have another 25 laps later.
Yeah, it's going to be crazy. But yeah, nothing quite able to go on for the time being. As is Money Game? No, I was going to say Money Game was closing down that delta quite a lot, so I thought he was going to go for it now. He does look to the inside, pulls back in. Sox is going to be just hoping for chaos between these two, so that he can take advantage. Money Game will look to the inside relatively early on.
It's
Johnny B
pinched
moves with him. Moves back to racing line. Sox moves into the back of Johnny B. They're going to be 3 wide. That's Sox with damage. Having gone into the back of Johnny
Cal
B.
out of nowhere.
Cal almost took advantage.
Oh,
As Johnny B spins! Sox has even more damage now.
Sprint.
That was very unfortunate, but that's going to allow Money Game up into the lead.
Sox goes wide again. Steely might get a podium in the sprint.
From P9 on the grid from Steely. Sox is going to be as Cal's sliding his way out of turn 13.
My goodness.
All of this is going to allow Money Game to just scarper free from the rest of them. Alex picks up a 3-second penalty for his troubles. Cal with a bit of a poor exit.
You can see Steely's flashing a bit.
Yeah, he's going to be under pressure from Steely. This is going to be a great race for Ferrari and the constructors because Marlboro's up into P5 from P11 on the grid as well. And that's Cal with a pretty good exit on the high-speed chicane. Sox already running out of battery. It's going to allow Cal the inside. Will stay with their battle. Sox fake to the inside. Will look for the traction. Has a bit of an exit. He's going to be under pressure from C towards the line as that is Money Game who takes the sprint win.
Steely.
Going to be side by side to the line. Steely does get it.
He got him.
11 milliseconds was the gap. Steely gets Sox at the line. Marlboro takes home P5. Padge in P6. Johnny B, unfortunate with the spin right at the end, had picked up damage from the contact with Sox. P7 by the end. Alex will take P8 as Corgi takes home P9. Deaton will take the last point and Sungod will finish P11.
Oh, Johnny saying he locked the rears. Oh,
damn.
No.
That's so painful for the Haas driver. But, oh my word. That is some way to kick off assist here tonight.
I think he had half the finishing cars in the sprint all have damage.
Oh my god. But yeah, that is your sprint result. Money Game picking up the sprint win. Of course, that will probably be under investigation for the earlier contact with Chipmunk. Couts picking up P2 could potentially get his second win in as many races. If Money Game does pick up a penalty, Steely taking incredible P3 in the sprint, Sox P4, Malboro taking P5, Padge, Johnny B, Alex picking up some good points, Corgi and Deaton running out the points, Sungod to your last finisher, Chipmunk, Snipes, Jack, Aiden, and that guy all retiring. 3 of the top 4 retiring in that race.
That's
That's
you,
crazy.
you don't see that every day, ladies and gentlemen. You don't see that every day.
No, not at all. And now we go to qualifying. Oh my god. So, just a couple championship permutations for you there. Cal still leads, Sox now 17 points back. And that is Chipmunk, who's 55 back from Cal now.
I think if you're
So,
Sox, I think you're going to be kicking yourself a bit. Because that was
100%.
definitely an opportunity to at least get some points back on Cal. And
Well,
he's ended
it
up
was
losing
really
2 points
unfortunate, though. It's kind of wrong place, wrong time for Sox at the end of that sprint, because he just kept picking up damage. He picked it up in turn 1 and 2 by slightly tapping the back of Johnny B when Johnny B moved back to the racing line. So Jack will be your first car on track as well. And then with Johnny B's rear lock as well in turn 4, again, it's just wrong place, wrong time. There's not really much more that Sox could have done. So, very unfortunate for one of the title contenders. A few of them really just going mental today.
One of you has left the session.
That might be a disconnect. Because he was lagging a lot in the sprint, keep in mind.
You probably has a friend, because I thought I
Not
did.
on this account, I don't know.
Oh, no, that's good. Oh, boy. Right.
Yeah, I've just gone onto the friends list from here, and it's like, it just gave me the introduction thing. Yeah, I've not got him on here. There are some people on here that I don't recognise at all. But yes, my numbers are up, so we shall start qualifying with Jack being your first man on track. Using a lot of the battery into turn 1. Aggressively into turn 1 and 2. There's a car coming out the pit lane, that is his teammate of Sun God. Coming towards turn 4 now, nice and early on the brakes, carrying a good amount of speed through. See how it comes to in the first sector split. Some good rotation on the inside curb, using a little bit of battery on the exit, the S32.7 for the first sector. Nicely through turn 13 into the first of 2 high-speed chicanes. Does try and take that curb, although it can sometimes push you off quite a lot. Using decent amount of battery down the back straight, coming towards the high-speed chicane. 1 minute 1.3 for the overall second sector split. That is revving the hell out of that gearbox in 5th gear. Using a lot of battery down the back straight and coming towards the line now through turn 27. Max Verstappen corner. Doesn't do it Verstappen in the final corner. Comes towards the line now. We'll see what he can do. It's 28.3. Not bad to start us off. Next car to the line will be the V-carb of that guy. 32.4 in the first sector. So it's 3/10 up. As I think he has actually backed off because his battery is switched off. So therefore, Corgi behind him would be the next car, but he has validated. So it is Snipes that will be coming to the line now. 32.5. 10th down on what that guy managed.
Shall I explain briefly why I disconnected? Also, he's on. Sometimes on means, by the way. That's. Oh,
Yeah.
that's right. Because it's tire location. That's right. Because he
But
joined late.
you're just wasting a set for the race.
Mm.
I never understand why people just don't use solely softs.
Because he was on... Oh, crap. What was he on the sprint? Was he on hards?
There was too much of a mix, mate. I don't remember.
There's a lot that happened in the sprint. We just don't know.
Yeah, there's too much that happened in the sprint. Also, Snipes was one of the ones that retired early on.
I just hit the wall in the Max Verstappen corner. But
Not
has not
quite
had
getting it
his.
Verstappen, otherwise he would have broken his rear toe link. 27.9 moves 4 tenths ahead of Jack. Next car to the line will be Sun God. I hope I don't spectators cursing again.
You better not do that again. That was not very nice.
No.
He
Jack
has
giving
invalidated.
a teammate. What am I saying? I was trying to say Jack giving a teammate to his slipstream.
Yes.
I actually can't get my words out today. Oh my god. This is what happens when you run on a few hours sleep. Aiden will be next to the line. The man who took his first sprint pole position. His first pole position in any format in the league in the sprint. Unfortunately, retiring on at the end of lap 1, 27.2. He'll be on a mission to try and get, or to do better in this main feature race. That guy coming towards the line now. So 27.8. He still hasn't sorted out his deployment issues from Thursday, which is interesting. I don't know if SunGod is going again. He might be. Money Game, I don't have you added on this account, so I can't get you an invite. If I had you added, I would. But because it's my alt account, because I don't like... I don't stream on my main account because it's a pain to try and reconnect my own Twitch account, which I think is fair enough. I don't know how many other people use Twitch, so yeah, I can't actually invite you right now, so you're going to need to ping someone else who has used probably Socks while he's in the pit lane, as Sun God is coming towards the line now on his first lap. It's 29.4. Puts himself about 1.1 behind his teammate Jack. First car to the line will be one of the Alpines, followed by Aiden, I believe, is coming to the pits. Yes, it is.
Johnny on a lap next.
Yes. It is. Thank you. As yes, Johnny B coming towards the line now. Not quite getting a distance slipstream from Chipmunk, as Chipmunk moves to the right to start his lap. Johnny B towards the line, 27.4, about 10th and a half down on Aiden. Cal starts his lap, as that is Corgi starting his next lap as well. So that is the Red Bull of Sun God coming into the pit lane this lap. The Ferrari is on an in lap, so that is Steely to the line next. 32.6 for the first sector.
We'll explain very quickly because I was going to. Yeah, reason why my game crashed, or actually I don't even know really the reason why. That I saw that guy get spun, game completely froze, and I'm like,
Oh, I see.
this is great.
I have actually had that issue before. I've had somebody... Funny story. I was hosting WR Belgium in Tier 3 last season, and I got one of the lobby settings wrong, so we ended up... all of us were in cockpit cam.
Oh, I think you told me this before.
I think I might have done. So we had to restart the lobby, and then I retired from the race as Steely was up into P3.
P3, very nice.
I retired from the session. It moved me into spectator, and it started spectating one of the other cars. They yeeted it into the turn 1 runoff. They hit the wall, and then my game just froze.
Lovely.
Which was
as Chipmunk is P2.
Incredible. But yes, Chipmunk is up into P2. That is the Alpine of Corgi next to the line. Has not invalidated this run. 29.2, so up into P8. Next car to the line will be the McLaren of Snipes to start a lap. The Williams of Sox to start a lap. Sox is the only Williams in the session, followed by Padge. And Steely, who's going in. So therefore it is the Ferrari of Marlborough, 32.5 for the first sector.
Oh dear. Corky, get out of
Press
the
up.
way! Oh no! You're going to the steward's office. My goodness, that
Oh dear.
was he might have given dirty air to Money Game for the entirety of the first sector.
Ah. Not ideal. Jack has redeemed an onboard of Socks. We'll go to Socks after Marlboro finishes. Just purely because we've been going with Marlboro for this session. Fourth gear in the final corner is interesting. Socks has just gone through the first sector. Marlboro towards the line now. It's 28.4. Now we shall go with Socks on the onboard. Nicely through the chicane in the middle sector. He's got a lot of battery to burn. Do you want to take over the rest of this lap?
Sure, as we go as Money Game goes quickest, even with the dirty air, Socks goes into Schumacher Part 1 corner, very nicely through. Now the DRS to the second back straight, I would say. Lots and lots of battery. Up to 8th gear, around 210 miles an hour. Yes, American units. Do not judge me. I am American.
Don't worry, I'm in miles an hour as well.
Into the Verstappen corner. Does not hit the wall. Great exit. To the line. He won't run out of the play or battery. As he goes only P6 for Socks. Not
Although he is only half a second off of Money Game, so not a terrible lap, but I don't think that'll be where he wants to be either. Alex moves up into P13, the next car to the line will be the V-Cop of that guy to start a lap, followed by the McLaren of Padge to finish. He is going again. Then the Ferrari of Marlboro, who's going again.
Hello, Karma. Yeah.
Hello, Karma.
And we can't say anything because we are horrible human beings being quick in Tuesday. If you ever look at the championship things on Tuesday, we are terrible people.
Literally, a stat from this season, for specifically last race. Last race is the first time that none of the top four, or what we've had one driver be not one of the top four on the podium, which was Ethan. Ethan is the first driver of not us four to be on the podium this season. And it's taken until round 10.
Yeah. So we're just horrible human beings.
Just
we're horrible.
Insane. But to be fair to him, Ethan had some great pace on Tuesday. And we can't even knock him for that. So
that guy's about 2/10 up on his. I'd imagine. Yeah, this is his second and only set of tires because you only get 2 soft sets for this qualifying since there was a sprint. This probably will be his last.
Softer on the allocation.
Maybe 7. That'd be very bold. As he's running a deploy just before the pit entry, goes P4. It is very close. From
There's half a tenth that covers. Yeah, 3rd to 6th is half a tenth.
And at this track, that's quite impressive. Oh, it's Cal.
Oh, I caught that live. But that was going to be a great lap. 1 minute 0.5 in the middle sector split.
I get your frustrations, but just drive. Just drive, man. Just don't let your emotions do some stupid chat or something. Just let the steerage handle it.
Next car to the line is the Aston of Alex, I believe.
I would say yes. I think you're right. I think everything else is on an in lap.
Yeah, he is.
Or an out lap.
He is on a slightly used set, having used this lap. Hello. My God, I actually need to get my brain together. Currently 2/10 up is Alex. Nicely through the high-speed chicane. Got a lot of battery to use for this final sector. That is Padge, who's just about getting out the way for the final corner. And Alex, through turn 27, switches battery on in the middle of the corner, which is interesting. Comes towards the line now. It's 29.4, moves up into P13 ahead of Sun God. The next car to the line will be Marlboro to start. Followed by Sun God to start.
That is Probably, yeah, that's Alex done. Because he's not going to get back to the pit lane in time and get a new
Uh,
set on.
yeah. Yeah, that is Alex's session done. As this will be that guy's final lap as well. He's pushing again. It's a very odd qualifying strategy. I haven't really seen that much before. Currently
I think
taking a bit
that
up.
guy has used both of his sets, so he's kind of stuck with what he's got. Alex has only used one, so he has a set for the race in case of a late safety car, but the softs are shocking here, as at most tracks.
100%.
They are shocking here.
In RPL, I fitted hards for the last safety car. There were like, what, 2-3 laps to go when the safety car came in. I nearly... the gap was almost 3 seconds by the end of the race.
Oh yeah, I think
That's how bad softs are.
Yeah, they're terrible.
It's just, it is insane. As Moneygame comes towards the final corner now. Didn't quite catch what his gap to himself
that guy's
was.
running the toilet at the last corner.
Yeah, but it's later than he had before. It's 27.3.
It still
improve.
Fair enough.
Does improve his position, but can't improve up onto the front row. Next car to the line
It's Marlborough.
will be Marlborough. He's 1 millisecond down on his own time right now. We'll also quickly say... hold on. The pole time in the sprint was a 1:26.805. We're not even in the 26s yet.
It's kind of one of
Which
these
is
long.
just
It's
a
not really a
bit
long
crazy.
track. Everything's pretty much high speed here. So once you nail it,
Yeah.
I mean, you nail it, you get a really good lap time. But if you don't, you lose a lot of time here,
Yeah, 100%.
and it's a lot. That's not even exaggerating that.
SunGod is 7/10 up on his lap time. That is a bit crazy.
You did a
7/10
massive
would
slide.
put him... 7/10 would put him P11, just ahead of Padge, who I believe is not going out again in this session.
I just want to point this out, by the way, because we haven't noticed it just now. Cal, the championship leader, is last.
He hasn't set a lap yet, no. SunGod moves up into P11 as I thought he would. There's a Sauber of Chipmunk coming towards the line to start ahead of what looks to be an Alpine of Corgi, who's just starting now as well. That guy's run out of fuel. He's going to go into the pit lane. Johnny B to start. Then Steely to start. Then the Red Bull of Jack. The Mercedes of Cal to start. Who I will run with for now. We'll see. Hopefully he can get a lap in. Otherwise it is a last question mark challenge for our championship leader. And if he does stay here, he is technically out the points. Right now.
Yes.
That is the Red Bull of Jack moving out the way, so that is Jack's session done. Alex is going to be P14 at best. That is a bit of a wrong hit of the curb for Cal. 32-0 in the first sector. That matches what that guy managed. So all he needs to do is just keep this lap valid, and he'll be somewhere within the regions of the top 3. Nicely through the chicane.
My team is 3/10 up on his own time, so the track is improving.
Wow. He'll be the first car to the line. 27-0. Can't break into the 26s. Cal is 2/10 down on what Moneygame managed. If he can put
Chipmunk's invalidated.
So Chipmunk's only P4. It's an Alpine to the line. That is Corgi who's done. That is Red Bull to the line of SunGod coming into the pit lane. That is Johnny B in the Haas. 2/10 up onto the front row. Cal now coming towards the line.
Very important lap.
27-0 misses out by just under half a tenth. That is Deaton who moves up into P14. That is your bottom 4 locked in.
His teammate... Oh, we might see a pole lap here from Aiden.
100%. 26.8 for Aiden onto provisional pole. Sox towards the line now as well. Sox is only P8.
Oh,
Snipes onto the front
P2.
row. Marlborough will be your last car to the line, who has invalidated, spinning across the line.
Oh God!
As interesting. They better not get grid penalties
Oh
for
boy.
that. It has been known to happen.
Okay, I think they're
Thankfully,
fine.
no.
I
But
think they're
that is
fine.
Aiden taking his. He's done the clean sweep of poles this week. We'll see whether he can convert it again in the race. That is Aiden's first sprint pole position today and his first real pole position today. So
Pole separated
congratulations
by
to Aiden.
a quarter of a tenth covered
Yeah,
like
that is crazy.
at this track, which is
Yeah,
not the easiest in qualifying.
100%. So that is your grid. That is Aiden on pole, not going faster than his sprint pole time though. Snipes onto the front row, Money Game P3, Cal P4, that's a good result for Mercedes. Johnny B P5, that guy P6, Chipmunk and Sox P7 and 8, both of the championship contenders. Quite further down compared to Cal, Steely in P9, Jack rounding at your top 10. Corgi, Malboro, Sun God, Deton, Padge, and Alex, your bottom 6. Yeah, bottom 6. Ish.
Ish. Yeah, same thing.
Yeah. But,
And
oh my word.
that's a surprise for Chipmunk and Sox for being P7 and P8.
Yeah, that is not something we would have expected from two of the faster people in assist here today. But yeah, Aiden taking his second pole. Hello? No, his first pole. My
You are on
Jesus.
one today. My goodness.
Yeah. I actually, I need, ADHD medication or something, Jesus Christ. Because I need to get my brain in order.
Anyway, we have 5 minutes. Anyone in the
Mm,
chat, if you want to make predictions, who will win this
Lord.
race? Who will be the podium?
Could be flipping anyone at this rate.
For how the sprint went? Yeah. Genuinely.
Yeah. It's just going to be all over the place no matter what happens. I'll also say well done to Jack. That is a good top 10 start for him there. Yeah, down on the sprint pole time by about 3/4 of a tenth. Both being 26/8 though, so that means that Aiden is actually really consistent. At least here. And also, this would be a great result for Mercedes. That would move them 52 points clear of McLaren, if things were to stay as they are. So I'm sure Nico will not be very happy with that, but Cal and Aiden would be buzzing. Ready up time.
About 3 minutes.
Yes. 3 minutes. So, we shall see. If the sprint is anything to go by, then yeah, this race is just going to be utter chaos.
I think another thing to point out here is really, yes, because we had a lot of people start on hards in the sprint. Here's the interesting part. If there's a lot of safety cars in this race, which there is very likely to be, or how the sprint went at least, they only have one set of hards. They only have 2 tires, which is their mediums and their hards. That's it. They have no fresh softs, no hard left.
Although the people who DNF'd early on might be able to use those hards.
I think as long as they didn't start on them, I think.
Yeah, they
So
would be
if you're
starting
Aiden,
on a
then you're
fresh
kind of
hard.
yeah.
But we will see. Yeah. I'm hoping for chaos, but also not like death chaos. Not like we had in the sprint.
No.
I want action.
The thing I'm curious to see is if Chipmunk and Sox, if they start on the hards, like Snipes did on Thursday, since we're so far down the order.
But yes, we shall see. I mean, personally, I think that the medium hard is going to be faster than a hard medium, but of English. Snipes proved me wrong on that front on Thursday. But we'll see. The sprint showed that clearly I am wrong in my not predictions. It's more. What did you say the word is? I can't. In my assumptions, I guess.
Yeah.
Is probably the right word. But yeah, we shall see. It is now 40, so we should be getting going rather soon. I would hope. As there is the grid. Go green. Only 2 people on the hard. Snipes being one of them and Johnny B being the other. Snipes doesn't surprise me. Johnny B maybe does a little bit, but lots of people going for the medium hard. So we'll see what the split is when it comes down to the pit stops.
I will say, Aiden, I'm not going to say this, Strad, but he could do something here on the formation lap.
What, hold up Snipes so he doesn't have any temperature? Yeah.
Yep.
He's already got quite a big gap, which I think Snipes knows that he needs to just kind of have enough of a gap so that he can get his tyres nicely up to temperature. But we shall see how it pays off for them. The medium and the hards didn't look like they had that much of a gap in the sprint. We'll see whether it's the same.
As Jack has spun under the formation lap.
Fuel load, that is interesting. Unfortunately for the Rebel man, he is going to have a little bit more wear on his tyres then. So it's not going to be great for his starting position, although he will have tyre temperature is the bonus.
Yeah, that's really the only bonus there. Everything else, it's kind of a negative.
Not the best way to start your race. As they are now in the final sector, having just come out of the high-speed chicane. Come round to... Oh yeah. This is technically turn 25 and turn 26.
Ah.
These are not corners. This is Austria turn 2 again.
Here we go. Yes, a flat out...
These are not corners.
That's crazy. Utter woke
It's
nonsense.
mental to me. I don't understand how some corners are corners and some corners aren't corners that should be. It's just so funny to me. But it is what it is. Do you want to take the grid away?
I gladly will. Everyone is just starting to line up now. Hopefully no one will get disqualified for grid box.
Hopefully no death into turn 1 either.
Oh,
Speaking of which, Socks and Corgi.
Here's the curse for me. Socks and Corgi. Anyway, that would not be ideal for them. There's a Ferrari. Wait, that can't be legal. As the lights are coming on, 5 red lights. Very quick release, and they are underway for the start of the main race. Aiden gets a good start on those mediums. There's Snipes and Money Game. Ooh, Money Game going off. He's had to do a spin. He's dead last now.
That was
very awkward for him.
Weird.
Aiden, it's very weird. Aiden runs away. He's almost a second clear. He's had a brilliant start. Sungo with a 10-second penalty.
That is
that
very interesting. Sungod started P13.
This man's P9 now. What a start. Even besides the 10-second.
up into P8 now, as that's Steely
That guy
who
up to
must have gone off. There's a
P4.
bit of a gap in between Jack and Sun God now already, but Aiden already trying to break clear from Snipes, who is on the hards. Alex losing out to Money Game, Malboro and Money Game. The two Ferraris now at the back of the pack. That is that guy going off.
Jack's had a
Chipmunk.
brilliant start as well. P7 for Jack from P10.
Yeah, I think Chipmunk might have just stuck his nose in, and that guy might have just had to go off in avoiding action. We'll see what happens there, as... No, that just looks like he's just understeering off. That is a dream start for Aiden and Snipes.
Oh, Steely!
Going to be side by side. That is Steely who's gone round.
Where's he going around? Oh, he has no front wing.
They are side by side through the final corner, are that guy and Chipmunk. Gotta be careful they don't do what you and Cod did in the sprint. Well, not in the sprint, on Thursday. That guy will look to come back at Chipmunk. No, decided to back out. So that is Padge and Steely both going into the pit lane.
Socks.
That's unfortunate for
Socks
Steely.
here.
Yeah, Socks is down in P8. Started P8, I believe.
And he's 3 seconds off the leading train now.
Deton also with a good start, going from P14 up to P9. Sun God falling down a little bit further from where he was in P8, P9-ish. So there's Money Game getting past Corgi in the S's. That must have been a bold move to make. Alex into P14 at the moment. As Aiden has held the lead, but Snipes is not going anywhere.
Snipes has done a good job of staying within a second. But, as we had mentioned, Snipes is probably using a lot of battery to set within his DRS now. But it will work out in about 5 or 6 laps.
Yeah. I think the crossover might actually be like somewhere between lap 6 and lap 7. I know people are going to kill me for saying that.
At least there was a word in between. It's fine.
People will take anything that they can get with this. Trust me. But yeah, not quite as chaotic a start as the sprint, but still chaotic nonetheless. That is a flurry of fast laps that have come in. Chipmunk's setting at the moment with a 30.6. There's Alex
Corgi lost his wing?
That's a big slide for Aiden out of turn.
He's lost. Yeah, Corgi's lost both end plates. That is not ideal.
Goes into the pit lane, does the Alpine driver. Unfortunate there. Probably going to drop down into P16 as well.
Oh, Shimmer! He's bottomed out on the death curb.
Snipes has gone off as well. Lots of people struggling in the S's today. Luckily, Snipes does not lose out any places. Corgi goes on to a fresh set of mediums. Not a good race for Alpine or Ferrari at the moment. Speaking of which, Money Game moves past Deton through turn 13, but has lost out DRS, so could we see Deton potentially coming back at him? Sox is in a big no man's land as well. It's 3 seconds between himself and Jack. He'll need a bit of fighting up at the front if he wants to recover some of that gap. The Money Game has enough of a gap behind him to keep Deton
gonna
at
try
bay.
and get the position back from that guy after his mistake.
There's no way he's close enough unless he was to absolutely send it, which would
as
100% result in contact.
That guy had a terrible exit.
Wow.
Lots of understeer. But
Chipmunk must have some incredibly low wings. Pulls to the inside. There goes side by side through turn 1 and 2. There's not quite enough space left for that guy, who has to go off track and avoiding action. Chipmunk up into E4.
That could be looked at.
Yeah. That guy isn't really known for reporting things, though. So we'll wait and see whether that comes up or not. Aaron is definitely going to have his work cut out from this week.
Wide. That might have been a warning.
Yeah, Aaron's going to have his work cut out from this week. Oh dear.
Or so.
If Aaron does see this, just let me know if you want any help with anything. I am very happy to give my opinions on anything.
Honestly, he might need it.
Yeah. There's going to be a lot that gets sent in this week. Not even... I swear, like, half of it's going to be from qualifying at the rate that it was going in chat. My word. as Snipes nearly fell out of DRS of Aiden there, but moves it back into within about 3/4 of a second. Aiden with a poor exit through the high-speed chicane. Gap's now about half a second. Sox has been steadily closing in. The gap was 3.2 a couple of laps ago. As Money Game has now caught up to Sox as well, they can hopefully move.
Try to work together
forward.
and just
Yeah.
maybe catch it. They're probably not going to catch it. Maybe get within 2 seconds of
Ooh,
it, maybe.
Might be a move here. Cal looking to the outside of Snipes. Snipes is going to try and box him in with his teammate. Snipes takes the inside.
Oh,
they
wheel!
get wheel locked.
Wheel locked.
As
There goes
Chipmunk takes advantage. That's given Aiden a massive lead at the front now. More things are going to be looked at by the stewards.
I know that feeling as well this week. I know that feeling as well.
Yeah.
My God,
is
this track's trying
Chipmunk.
to give me nightmares over and over again, isn't it?
Yeah, 100%. Chipmunk moves up into P2, having started P7 on the grid. Cal getting very reactive over the curbs. I think he's trying to let Snipes through. That's a good show of
I think that's fair.
sportsmanship from Cal. Unfortunately, it will lose them both DRS.
Oh, is that Johnny saw the opportunity, and he gets by that guy.
He's got past that guy and all of that. That is an incredible opportunist move from one of our race winners this season with a big slide out of the exit of the chicane. And all of this is definitely going to allow Sox to catch up now, as Snipes has recovered the DRS. That is Chipmunk who's just gone off. Corgi picks up a 3-second penalty as well.
Chipmunk's gotten the DRS back. Fair enough.
Yeah, and so Snipes on Chipmunk. Cal is now burning to try and keep within DRS. It's Money Game who gets past Sox on the back straight, wiggling to hopefully let him know that they want to work together to try and catch up to this front pack.
It's a 7-car train in front of them. I just clicked in my head now.
As Aiden, having led from the off at the moment in this race, he's had nothing to deal with so far. Aside from the sprint.
The interesting will be with this train, right? With this leading train. The only, what's the word I'm looking for? The not ideal situation, and I was looking for a more fancier word. Mercedes, 2 cars in the top 4.
Double stacking.
All the other cars are just one other car.
Yeah.
There's a different manufacturer, so that's going to be really interesting.
Their option could be either to double stack or one of them. You could see Cal go in. So the pit window's what, from like 10 to 12-ish?
Something like that. I think Chipmunk's lost DRS. He has. I think he's lost DRS.
Will his rear wing open?
No.
No, it won't. However, is he going to be able to get it back? Because he looks to have some very low wings today. Will just about get it back for this back straight.
Oh, yeah, he just did. Barely.
He's so careful that he doesn't lose it fully, though, because Aiden has some incredible pace today.
I think
through turn 27.
He's flirting with DRS behind him. He's got to realize that. If you drop him, you drop him. I just don't think he's realized that.
I think he might be able to potentially brake in this first sector now, as this train is looking to close back up again. Jack's lost DRS.
Yeah, we missed a mistake from Jack. That's very unfortunate.
Yeah, he's dropped out of DRS. He's now 2.5 seconds back from the pack already. And that means that Money Game and Sox are now on the back of him. So that'll be something to definitely keep an eye on.
Aiden's flirting with that Schumacher curb.
That guy going off at the end of the S's. As Chipmunk is so close to just losing the DRS, it's insane.
He's just doing enough to... With Steely gets 3
seconds. That'll drop him behind Padge if things were to end now.
Yeah, and now Chipmunk's fully in DRS now. There's no pressure now. I think Rain, you could have done a bit more.
Snipes has lost DRS. No, he hasn't. I'm looking at leader. Never mind. My bad. I switched it to leader to try and see where they would be coming out if they were to pit now. I think that if they pit now. They'll come out around between SunGod and Alex.
Yes, yes. It's about, what, 21 seconds here?
Yeah, ish. No, I think it's
As
less than that. I think it's like 19. Because you cut out so much at the end of the pit lane as Snipes has made an incredible
Money Game has got
comeback.
Padge check. Well, Socks as well.
Gonna fight it into turn 1.
Oh, a
Jack
little bit of... Oh, Socks is at the
holds
wall.
that position over Socks.
I might get looked at as well. My goodness.
We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, Snipes has reclosed that gap.
Is that guy? Oh my goodness, that guy's... He's had a lot of moments behind this train. He's now out of the second now.
He's been flirting with losing DRS and also the track limits he's been flirting with at the end of the S's for lap after lap. So we'll see what happens there.
Might as well mention as well, Money Game's had a good comeback after that lap 1 turn 1.
Of that weird moment at turn 1, yeah. Looked like he just... No, I forgot to give my analysis on that, to be fair. That looked like, as Snipes has a big slide through the high-speed chicane there, that looked like he just turned into the back of Snipes in turn 1.
It's just a weird
and
one.
Just went off. I don't really know, as that is Money Game who's dropped behind both Jack and Socks.
Interesting. And also, another big story, Cal's lost DRS. Johnny's
Who's now
passing.
lost out to Johnny B. So the Hards are coming into their own in this race. Chipmunk look to be pressuring Aiden on the Delta. Corgi picks up a second 3 second penalty. I was about to say second 6 second penalty. That's not how that works.
We are side by side behind Socks. Oh my goodness.
Are they side by side through turn 4?
They were... I think they were
Money
thinking
Game
about
has
it.
wing damage.
Oh, he does have wing. You're right. I think
notice
I've
that.
commentator cursed him again.
Oh,
I just mentioned his
no.
comeback, and now he's just no end plate. Oh boy.
God damn it. We're both cursing today, it's great.
Yeah.
That was a pretty big slide from Aiden, but it's giving him a great exit from the chicane in the middle sector. Johnny B right on the back.
Johnny is flying now.
Yeah,
he's
right
up the back of Snipes.
So, wait and see how that plays out. Bear in mind that these two are going to have to go to probably around like lap 15, lap 16 if they want the best out of their mediums. Whereas these guys are going to be pitting within the next 2 laps as Chipmunk all over the back of Aiden now. Aiden will be looking to get a decent exit, which he hasn't really got, so he'll be under pressure
get it
from,
done here.
From Chipmunk.
You can never see the wing
1.
difference.
Yeah, 100%. Snipes not quite able to take advantage on those hard
Snipes, oh, he had a
tyres.
look. He had a look with Aiden. As Aiden, oh!
That's a massive slide. That's going to allow Snipes to be side by side into turn 4. Has to back out because he's not quite ahead.
As Aiden slides
does
again.
go off.
Now it looks
It's going to allow Chipmunk to get a massive gap. Snipes will want to be getting past Aiden as soon as possible because his tyres look to be absolutely gone now. Almost already a second out of Chipmunk's DRS. So that is Money Game who's come in to initiate the undercut at the end of lap 9. He's P13 with a bit of clear air behind Alex.
Remember, he has had to fix his front wing, so he's lost about 5 seconds with that.
Yeah, no, it'll be even more than that, I would have thought. Maybe just... no.
As Aiden,
Yeah, Aiden now.
just stay within DRS.
Aiden's on
Roles
first
are
with DRS
reversed.
now.
As
Corgi
Corgi
picking up a 3
again.
second for corner cutting. That's an interesting one. Not a warning, just straight corner cutting. That is interesting.
Will we see Aiden maybe do an undercut here? Because it's
Maybe,
kind of
but
it's
could
the
we
start of the
also
pit window
see-
now.
We could see Chipmunk come in as well to just try and cover it off. Aiden
Let's see.
will
Does anybody
not come in
flinch?
this lap.
As
Cal goes
Cal
in
does.
this lap. So
I
Cal will,
like
will
that.
initiate the undercut.
think Cal
So-
must have to force his hand.
we could see Cal come out in the lead at the rate that it's going. Jack also goes in, Sox stays out,
And Cal's
Deton
gonna
stays out.
get beautiful clean air.
We'll go with Cal and see where he comes out. Yeah, you're right, he's got an absolute ton of clear air. Both Red Bulls double stacking as well. So they're going to be a slight delay for Sun God. Alex comes into the pit lane. So yeah, Cal has 3 seconds of dirty air to Malboro. Of clear air, not dirty air. As we'll go back to the lead fight. That guy has now lost DRS as well. Cal was his... not necessarily his buffer, but his kind of attachment to the train, if that makes sense.
I'll tell you what, I'm mentioning real quickly.
Cal was the bridge. So it's very
Sox is
wide
just...
for Aiden.
Sox just had no pain. He's 7 seconds off that guy now.
Sox not quite able to recover from being down in the mid-pack in qualifying. So these two are going to probably need to come in now. Snipes,
yep.
Chipmunk signals early, as does Aiden, and they both go into the pit lane.
Let's see where Cal is. Cal's coming around the final corner now.
This could be quite the large undercut. That is Deton who goes in. As I think Cal might have jumped all of them. It's around about 3 seconds. And yet there is Chipmunk. So Cal has jumped Chipmunk for the lead. Chipmunk's going to have a better exit
back
into
at
turn
it.
4. They're going to be side by side.
Oh, he's hit the
Cal
wall.
holds the inside.
And
Chipmunk goes off. He's going to need to give that one up, surely. Because he's just gone off track to maintain the position.
Aiden, that's probably another warning for him.
He can't even really say that he was forced there, because he just looked like he just went straight on. As Aiden looked like he almost hit the back of Cal there.
We've seen Mercedes on Mercedes contact this season already.
Chipmunk,
he does give it.
feathered out the throttle.
Or is he give? Jeez, that was one way to do it.
Very close, but he's also given himself DRS, so it's not really. He should stay behind here. To be honest, if he was to say that as he goes very wide, Aiden's going to be pressurizing Chipmunk side by side through the exit of the high-speed chicane. Cal will want to be giving his teammate slipstream, and then probably look to box him in.
We're way 3 wide here, ladies and gentlemen.
Chipmunk dives to the inside. He's been switchbacked, and he's lost the DRS because he was ahead at the detection point. Pulls in for the slipstream behind. Neither of the front two have DRS, so this could give an opportunity to Aiden to take the lead. Aiden pulls to the inside of Chipmunk, who goes to the inside of Cal. Aiden has to back out.
Now Mercedes
Aiden looks
side by
now
side.
the outside of his teammate. Cal gives that one up. So Aiden now will be the front-running man for the Mercedes charge.
Ooh, that was a bit of a mess.
Just a tad.
This money game is that he has completely missed turn 2 and got a penalty for that.
Interesting. So the gap now between Johnny B and Chipmunk is about 14 seconds. If Johnny B was to come in now, he'd be a couple seconds behind that guy. So they'll want to be coming in within the next few laps. That was quite close to winning. There's a yellow flag at the end. That is money game.
He doesn't have damage, but I think he's a bit frustrated
by the curb. As I think Chipmunk might have used quite a lot to try and break Aiden and Cal. Snipes and Johnny B probably trying to
they were
work
side by side the last
together.
corner. What?
Interesting.
That's a bit early on hards, I'd say.
Yeah. I think he doesn't want to lose out too much. That is money game who's backing off in the middle sector.
Don't know why.
Quite sure why. That is Aiden pressurizing Chipmunk for the lead.
Snipes
As
gonna
he
come
picks up a
out.
3 seconds. That is Aiden who'll be out of the win fight.
I did
Now,
say he might have gotten 2 warnings where Schumacher crashed only 3 years ago.
he could try, if he gets ahead of Chipmunk, he could potentially try and back him up into Cal. So we could see some team play tactics.
There we go. So that's money game again.
What on earth? He's just stopped at the final corner?
He spun.
Interesting.
I think, oh, poor Corgi. I think he's gonna leap over. Oh no, he's got damage. Never mind.
Ah,
The Corgi's.
Corgi.
We
Corgi's
might
gone
see a
to pit
retirement
lane.
here. Oh, and he sped his left. Oh my
Oh
goodness.
no. Big Sadge.
I'll
As
tell you what, all that battling from second on down, that guy's almost back in the DRS.
yeah, it was what 2.2 before the pit stops or something? Chipmunk
like that. As
playing
Johnny B
DRS
is now
games
in.
already. I don't know if they'll be able to get to the end, to be honest. As Chipmunk now is
Snipes.
going to have the DRS.
Oh,
He's
that's very
subside
tight.
into turn 1. Chipmunk goes back to the racing line. As that guy picks up a 3
Oh,
second
that
as
guy's got a
well.
penalty
That's at
now.
turn 1 as well. So, very interesting. That is money game off.
Money game.
At
You're doing what I
turn
think you're doing, stop.
13.
If you're doing what I think you're doing, just
Yeah,
retire in the pits.
don't cause a safety car, because that will be a penalty.
And it's not a small one either.
Mm.
But anyway. Yeah, we see Snipes and Johnny. They're about 2 to 4 seconds behind this train.
In total, yeah, ish. I mean, Snipes himself is about 1.7 behind that guy.
I think Snipes is going to be... To be honest, both of them are going to be in puncture territory at the end of this race.
100%.
But I think that
100%.
they should have probably pitted this lap. It's again money game.
I think at this rate you might just be trying to get out of the way. As Snipes picks up a 3 seconds now.
Now we're seeing the galore 3 seconds.
Wow. What on earth?
That's
is going
Cal.
on in
Cal's
this
lost
race?
DRS. He's lost DRS to his teammate.
Which means that Aiden will need to get past Chipmunk relatively soon. That is Corgi who's retired in the pit lane. Aiden will definitely want to be backing up Chipmunk into Cal so that he can maximise Mercedes' score tally for this race. As Aiden gets very close to the back of Chipmunk in turn 4. That'll definitely reconnect the DRS train. There's Money Game who goes into the pit lane and retires from this race.
I'll tell you what, Snipes is... He's not gaining a lot of time on these cars in front of him.
I think he's just lost all momentum after getting that 3 second penalty, unfortunately for him. So, we'll wait and see how that one plays out.
Let's go away from the leaders for a second. What is this train for P11? What is this? What is this train?
It's a bit weird.
We got Sungo one in plate, and then Steely, Padge, and Alex all behind this.
Interesting. But yes, that is something to keep an eye on. As Cal again, he's going to be under pressure from that guy here in a second. As Aiden's just not close enough to get a move on Chipmunk.
You just see now, like Cal's just dropping further and further back now.
Yeah, even if it's 10th by 10th per lap, that will add up over time. Or they're just playing it so dangerous over these curbs.
They are terrifying here. The curbs will
Hmm.
spit you out and into a wall very quickly.
A couple of people have learned that in real life, and a couple of people have learned that in the game. So,
Johnny has gone within DRS of Snipes.
and Snipes is not in DRS of that
Yeah,
guy.
he is struggling. He's now gained all the time now, but he's already
That's
on 3 laps on
because
those
that guy's,
tires.
yeah, that guy's also behind Cal, so it's probably why he's gained that much
And yeah, now,
time.
and again, this is more just championship scenario. If you're Cal, you're telling Aiden you need to get past Chipmunk now.
Yeah,
Because now
because
Cal's
then you
2
can
seconds
back him
back
up.
now.
The best place to do it would be in turn 1, so you can back him up through the high-speed section in the S's, but it requires getting a good exit out of the final corner, which he has got here, and you'll need to burn absolutely everything. Chipmunk already moving very early to try and break the DRS, and Chipmunk is not easy to try and get past. As we saw in the sprint, he looks like he breaks so late, and looks like he's going to go deep, he just doesn't. It's so weird. As nothing doing this lap.
As now, finally, Snipes and Johnny are now behind Cal and that guy.
But also, because that guy's got DRS, he's going to be quite difficult to get
Oh,
past.
Snipes! He's hit the inside wall on turn-in, and he's lost time again. He's got no damage, but again, there's another mistake from him.
Oh, he got rear wing damage. Money Game had rear wing damage, that's why he was making yellow flags. That makes sense. You're back to the front 2. They're pretty close now. Aiden practically
Close as
pushing
Aiden's
Chipmunk.
been. Oh,
Yeah,
my
that is
Chipmunk,
Snipes
great
getting past
exit.
that guy. It's going to be pretty
See,
close.
Aiden's
into
closing,
turn 1.
closing. Now it's evened out.
Switches to the inside.
Just not
Can't
close enough.
quite get him because Chipmunk just breaks so late.
As we're side by side. Oh, as we were very briefly 3-1.
They're all
turn
off.
2. Yeah. Side by side. No. Cal goes a little bit wide. Not around
There's
the
a
outside there.
switchback.
No.
No way.
Oh, there's a little bit. Oh, they're both off.
I think Snipes
That
is trying to
guy's
lift out
off.
of that to try and give Cal the
Johnny's now
position.
P3. Snipes is still going off.
Wow.
And look at the time
That
they lost.
is-
They're 4 seconds back.
That is
My
good
God.
sportsmanship from Snipes to not take that place, to be fair to him. But
I respect
think,
him for trying, because that was...
Yeah.
He almost got that done.
But I don't think Cal will be very happy with that at
No.
all. So that now puts Johnny B into 4 seconds of clear air to try and catch the front 2.
And Johnny's already gapped Cal.
Yeah. This is not a good race for the championship leader. But to be fair, with our point system, it is going to be a little bit more forgiving in terms of the loss. That guy now gets past Snipes. And again, Aiden is very close to Chipmunk. Chipmunk with a little bit of a slide on the exit of turn 27.
This is the best
It's
exit Aiden's
closest.
gotten.
Yeah, this is the closest that Cal... I keep thinking it's Cal, it's Aiden.
They're both
that
flashing.
Aiden has been.
They're going to go for
Aiden
it here.
switches
No.
to the inside early. Chipmunk breaks very late. That looked like he was deep in turn 1. Snipes retires
retires.
from the race. That's a very interesting choice. We'll see. Maybe he can put his reaction in.
So Deton,
The
can Marlboro
chat.
get past Deton maybe? No, he's not close enough.
To be fair, with the yellow flags as well, it wouldn't have been
Oh yeah, true too. That
a
as well.
legal move.
Which
To be
is
fair, he would have been able to get the penalty removed.
yeah. 'Cause, again,
'Cause
even to this day,
he-
why is the game yellow flag when a car's
Yeah.
retired in the pit lane? Still doesn't make sense to this day.
It's just so weird.
Codemaster things.
Yeah. Codemasters and EA things.
Now, this is not even an EA thing. This has been a Codemaster thing for like before even EA got involved.
This is
Yeah.
true. Yeah.
I'll tell you what now, if you're Johnny, just going to try to get within 3 seconds to get a P2
Hmm.
here. Which also would be
He
brilliant from
only
him.
needs to gain
The yellow
18
flag.
slots.
Sun
Sun
God
God,
hit
who's
the wall,
crashed!
and there's no safety car.
It's not turn
Wow!
4 again, is it?
Uh, yes it is.
No!
He has been claimed twice.
Turn 4 has claimed many victims. I'm surprised there isn't a safety car, though. Because that happened on Tuesday and there was a safety
It's
car.
Aiden. Oh, I thought he was a lot closer than he was.
It
I'm
looks
blaming the camera crew.
outside to potentially try and get a better exit by swinging out of turn 2. Although it doesn't quite work out for him. Yeah,
We'll say,
very...
I've blinked and we're already on lap 21. This race has flown by.
Yeah, that's a weird one. Just tired, started making dumb moves. That's fair enough, to be honest. I don't blame you for that one, Snipes. But it was going very well, and that whole strategy would have worked out. I think if you'd have boxed a couple of laps later, you would have been undercut a lot more, but also your tyres would have been a lot fresher.
Yeah.
And they probably would have been better at the end. But we will see how it plays out for Johnny B, the only hard medium runner left in this race.
I will say it, because I know we mentioned at the beginning of the race, the biggest mover actually is Chipmunk. From P7 to P1.
Yeah, he's made a good recovery from his starting position, you might say.
And right now, he's got a pretty easy win right now, because Aiden with 3 seconds. And Johnny a further almost 4 seconds back. Oh, Aiden, that's not the exit you want.
Days. That is a
Aiden
not
trying
a good
his best,
exit
but
whatsoever.
it's just...
But
Oh, is he...
again?
Oh, he almost at the back of Chipmunk there.
Yeah, it's just not quite close enough to try and make a move on Chipmunk. If he wants to get past, he'll need to hope for a mistake from the Sauber driver. And now, also, Johnny B is within the 3-second window of Aiden. Which will be music to Johnny B's ears. So,
Absolutely will
we
be, but
shall see.
the thing at the
whether
end
he
though
can
for Johnny
stay
is,
there.
will his tires hold on?
The thing
These
is,
last 3.5 laps.
for mediums versus hards, right? The pace drop off for the mediums hasn't even really been that bad. And compared to the hards, they were quite equal in the sprint.
Yeah.
Because as we saw, Johnny B came out of that with... hold on. Well, he was P2 right up until the end. So, as Aiden...
Oh, Aiden had a thought. This is now the closest he's been.
100%. But I don't think he has the battery left.
I don't think he does either. You could see the gap starting to get a little bigger during the straight. This is gonna be so frustrating for Aiden.
Unless he's just trying to save battery for the very, very end of this race. Because if he's thinking he might be able to get his 3 removed, which I don't know where he would, unless we've missed something.
You could try. We'll have to see after the race.
Potentially get the warning count up. Because I can't show it.
Let's do that. So, let's see. Chipmunk, just to add on to his race, no warnings. That's...
Wow.
Aiden does have 3 warnings, so if he gets one more, he cannot get that removed. Johnny's got none. Cal has 1 warning. That guy obviously has a penalty and 3 warnings. Socks has no he has 2 warnings. One's probably a collision warning. Jack has got 2 warnings. Marlboro has no warnings. Deton, 1 warning. Steely, 5.
Chipmunk making a very late move over to defend. Almost squeezing Aiden into the wall. He's very lucky that he wasn't able to get there,
Oh,
as that
again!
is definitely crossing the pit entry line.
Yes, it is. So that might go to the stewards again. Aiden to the
Looks to the
outside.
outside. Chipmunk
Can he
breaks on the
stick
inside.
move? A little bit of
Just
contact.
About stays side by side. Gets a
Still
good
side by
exit.
side.
More contact. And pulls in behind. And Aiden takes the lead.
And now, Johnny's within 2 seconds. That has helped Johnny massively.
100%. So now, this could be Aiden's race. At least on track. Just looking at the chat. Songwa, did we get any of your battles on stream? I don't know. To be fair, it's been a bit mental up the front. So... I think if you watch this back, there'll probably be... maybe a few of them, but I'm not incredibly certain. But I think you'll understand if, like... because the front, as I say, has just been absolutely insane. Not the whole time, no. Well, to be fair, the front was like 7 cars up until the box laps. But it's not been the whole time, no.
I think Johnny's just going to miss out the rest of these two. Chipmunk, is he going to go for it now? I'd be surprised. He will.
Yes, he is.
Is he going to back off now? A little bit of
Aiden
DRS.
squeezes into the inside.
Chipmunk will get the
Aiden
DRS.
have to cover him
Almost
off.
pushing Aiden on the straight. Side by side still. None of them, either one of them have battery, but Aiden, or not Aiden, Chipmunk's got the wings. Will Aiden try a little bit of a switchback? No, he just stays where he is.
And now Johnny B is there. So he's got to be... he's going to be absolutely... well, pooing himself at this point that he's even this close, because he was 3 seconds back at one point.
If Chipmunk makes a mistake here...
this could be Johnny's race to win.
We are on the last lap. We will
We
mention
are.
that.
Time has completely flown by. So... as... just, Jesus, it's 3/10 gap.
Oh,
You want to kind of... you want to really just stay behind for this section so you can be close enough for the final corner. And then to the run up to the line, they both
But
turn the
Aiden's got a
battery
run
off.
and a half. Oh!
Oh!
Oh,
No!
Johnny's hit him as well!
So that's
Oh,
going to mean
no.
that Chipmunk is going to get away scot-free from Aiden behind. That looked like Chipmunk braked quite early, but we'll have to see how that goes. But for now, Chipmunk will cross the line, and he's going to take the victory after a chaotic race. Johnny B, incredible strategy up into P2. Aiden does take P3, but will be behind his teammate Cal, who will come up to P3. That guy will take home P5. Sox with
a very lonely P6.
Yeah. Jack as well with a lonely P7. Malbro taking P8. They're all in, like, massive no man's land.
The closest one's Steely and Padge will get Steely.
Yeah. Malbro taking P8 across the line. Deton will be P9. He's had damage. For I'm not quite certain how long. Steely is going to lose out to Padge with that penalty that he has next to his name. Steely has damage as well.
They've all got damage.
God, everyone's been in the wars today. And Alex will be going to take P12. What a chaotic race. Jesus.
I didn't expect the spin at the end. Did not expect that.
No. But that is your wrap for the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. That is your last race of 2025 completed. It won't be over quite fully because
the stewards probably have a lot of work
have...
to do.
Yeah. Oh, this is gonna be just so
Deton, that's so brutal. Oh.
What
He
happened?
says he's lost potentially PA because his TV decided to turn off.
Oh no! But yeah, that is your last race of 2025.
There's a
What
lot
a
of
mental
Ferrari.
one to end on. So, oh yeah, I see.
There's a lot of
That
Ferrari.
so that will be your result. Chipmunk taking the win. That could potentially go to the stewards. Johnny B taking P2. Callum P3, Aiden P4. It's a pretty good race for Mercedes, all things considered. That guy P5, leading the flag for V Carb Sox in P6. Jack in P7, Marlboro P8, Deton P9, Padge rounding out the top 10. Steely and Alex, your last two finishers. Sun God being claimed by the Turn 4 wall twice this weekend, unfortunately. Snipes taking P14 DNF, Money Game and Corgi also DNFing from that race.
Not only DNF in the sprint, but it was almost about the same, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's just absolutely insane with that. But that is your wrap for 2025. So hopefully we'll come back next year refreshed, still with the action, but maybe a little bit less contact. Your opinions on that race?
Uh, Probably the most chaotic, and even though the two races beforehand had a lot of chaos anyway, this was probably the most chaotic races we've had this week, probably.
Yeah, that's fair. Uh, we will be back
I think
on.
it's the what? Hold on.
Hold on.
I had a calendar in front of me.
6th of
Hold on.
January
There
for
we go.
no assist in the Australian Grand Prix, where we will be fighting it out for the no assist title. Uh, we'll be following with realistic tier on the 8th of January and assist tier. We'll see who's going to be back because we don't know what's going on with streaming right now on the 11th of January. So we will see you then. Have a good
But
Christmas and have a
before
good New
we end
Year,
the stream,
everyone.
before
That's a good point.
driver of the day, there's probably a
Ah,
couple at least.
There are a few contenders that you could definitely think of. Chipmunk for his P7 to P1 in the main race. Johnny B for his
Johnny as
ultimate
well, yeah.
strategy and his strong sprint result as well.
You maybe say Jack or
Aiden.
Deton as well.
Aiden's
For
had a
mentions.
great weekend. Unfortunate for the sprint at the start because I think we could have seen him be well up there as well. I'd say Steely as well for the sprint podium. Unfortunate for the main race at the end. I think that he's been very unlucky today. We'll have a bit of a discussion of it at the end, or well, post stream. But yeah, we will see you in the new year. Merry Christmas, everyone. Hope you enjoy it all, and Happy New Year, and we will see you next time. Bye bye.
Right, everybody.